What's going on, you guys? It's your man, Two Down Dan, back with another video. And today we are going to cover a complete, comprehensive breakdown after 10,000 miles on the Ninja 500. I'm going to tell you everything I can, experiences, the whole process, how it's been owning it, all the service that I've done, all the money I've put into it, like mods, stuff like that. And then talk about performance, how I'm still liking it, and if I'm planning on upgrading, getting new bikes, anything like that. I want to cover it all real quick in this comprehensive video. And man, does the bike look so good right now. Just about the only thing that I still want to do is make these silver accents black, and then add the custom seat covers, which are going to be crazy. And then some woodcraft. I don't know if we'll get woodcraft or who, but I also want to get rear sets for this bike. So the bike is really coming together, rounding out. I also want to say we are still in the 30 days, 30 uploads challenge. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and coming back daily for new uploads. This is such an exciting time for me. I want to see how far we can push the channel if we keep doing daily uploads. I'm super excited about it. Also, shout out, of course, to Tramoto, keeping me safe out here. These kits are absolutely lifesavers. The messages I'm getting about them are unbelievable. Like, people had them on this crash site, blah, 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 saved my friend's leg, all these things. Dude, this should be standard issue if you're a motorcycle rider. Keeping a tourniquet, gauze, shear scissors, bandages, whatever you need, Tramoto's got us covered. So just go over there, spend like $100 or so, grab yourself a kit. When I bought mine, I bought all three and a bunch of stuff. I spent like over $230 on all these kits. It's that good. And all of it lived up to its expectations. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there real quick. And also, I'm wearing my MBT Ride 2.0 cargo, so you can't say I'm not geared up anymore. It's just too hot to be wearing the hoodie and stuff. So within the next few months, as it cools down, we're going to be wearing the MBT hoodie and all that stuff. But hey, I know you're here for a review of the Ninja 500. And if you just clicked on this video and you have no idea who I am or what I'm talking about, well, my name's Dan, and I've been riding and owning this bike since October of last year. So next month will be my first official year on the bike. We've pretty much logged 10,000 miles in the first year, which is pretty good. She's my daily rider every single day, back and forth to work. Thankfully, here in California, we hardly get any rain. So this was an awesome choice for me as a daily riding bike and a person who wanted to learn motorcycles and continue to grow with the sport. So that's why I chose this bike originally. And that's why after 10,000 miles, it's still a great bike for me because it fits my needs perfectly. It has all the speed and power that I wanted from, a middleweight sport bike. I would call this a middleweight bike, 100%, because I can get up to 126 on this thing with my lightweight body. But I do get the concern where some people are like, hey, I can only top mine at 115. I think it's a little too slow. You might grow out of it. Hey, if you're a speed junkie and an adrenaline guy and you're riding the streets to go over 126 miles an hour, all you do your thing, but the Ninja 500 is not going to be for you. So that's just really that. That's the only thing that this bike doesn't do. After 10,000 miles, it does everything. It lane splits, it's light, it's nimble, it's cheap as hell to keep it maintained and serviced. I've done 3 oil changes. First one at 600 miles, that's the break-in service. Second one I did at like just under 6,000 miles, I think it was, a little over like 5,500 we'll call it. Then I just did this second one right under 10,000. So I'm keeping up with the maintenance more than what the manual says. The manual says every 7,000 miles, and I'm trying to do mine every like 5,000. So the bike's been running like a top. I haven't had any issues. The bike starts up right away when I turn her on, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see the screen. Let's do a quick little startup and show you. we're at 97.28. So, we're doing the 10,000 mile review just a little early, but she's been so good to me, man. The review is that, like, long story short, the bike is great. If you know what you're getting into beforehand, right? You know what you're going to get out of it, then you're not going to be let down. You're going to love this bike, and you're going to have a nice long career with it. It's not a wheelie machine. Obviously, we've seen Jixabra do wheelies with all these types of bikes, but yeah, you're not going to hit the throttle and it's going to send you up into the air, which is really nice as a beginner rider and stuff. As someone who's trying to learn a bike in really any gear, if you accidentally kind of just jam on the throttle, it's very kind of forgiving, and you'll be all right and you'll be able to recover from those mistakes. So as a beginner friendly bike, review wise, it's 10 out of 10. It knocks it out of the park. The clutch is so sweet. Once you get rid of those OEM levers, you're going to grab a pair from 6061 so that you can adjust it very easily. I have my brake lever set at 5 and my clutch lever set at 4. So it's all going to vary depending on how you're set up, how you want to brake, where you want your clutch to engage. But adding these levers and giving yourself adjustability is the key. And it lets you play with the friction zone on the 500, which is so smooth. And I think after the first month or so, I don't think I've had a stall in a very long time. You go right through that friction zone, you hit that little freeze area that I talk about, add some throttle, and boom, you are good to go. So beginner friendly, and then it's a great bike to grow into and continue riding on the street. And then it's going to be a little track machine too, which is sick. Once I get this thing out there and can rip around a track and show you guys what you can do with these things, I think they're going to, continue to skyrocket as such a popular bike. And I'm loving all the hype that I'm seeing on my most recent post with the brand new 2026 colors, because Kawasaki's doing some crazy stuff, man. Yamaha and all these other brands, Honda or whatever, I feel like they're getting kind of old with the same colors all over. I mean, some of the R7s had the pink and blue R7's pretty tight, but I think Kawasaki is leading the pack when it comes to coming out with cool, unique colorways and stuff like that. That was one of the main reasons why I bought this Ninja 500, the anniversary colorway coming with the green rims and stuff. It is kind of rare, a bike that comes stock with colored rims. So that is a really dope feature in addition to these these anniversary 500s. But all in all, for reviewing the 500, let me see if I have any complaints. No, not that I can think of, dude. I haven't hopped on this bike and been like, wow, I wish this or wish that. I didn't upgrade the handlebars because they were uncomfortable. I was perfectly comfortable with the stock set of handlebars. I think the stock setup is perfectly comfortable all around. I think the pegs, the rear sets, whatever you want to call them, the stock rear sets, I think they're fine. The only thing for me personally, I guess I wish, is that the seat was like a little bit higher or whatever, because I feel like I have to raise my legs to get them into the tank. But that's probably just a personal size thing, and I could also easily fix that problem with just getting a little. They have like seats that are taller up and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, I'm interested in doing some seat modifications. I'm interested in modifying the rear sets and getting it more race ready. But all around, this bike has been absolutely fantastic for me for the first 10,000 miles. Like I said, keeping up with the maintenance, keeping her covered all the time, doing the oil and all, not the oil, doing the chain and stuff like that every 500, 600 miles just to really stay on top of it. I mean, guys, you cannot go wrong with this bike. I know I've been preaching it for like almost a year now, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you are still concerned about with this bike, what you want to know, if I've been missing anything in this review. I don't really know specifically what people go out and look for when they're, watching these reviews. But for me, as an owner, I think, just giving it a review is that it works phenomenally well for me. I've been able to modify it and make it look exactly how I want. All these different little parts are so cool to trick out, and I think it's a great platform for anybody who wants to get on the road. Literally, that's just what I call the Ninja 500. It's a great platform for any motorcycle rider who wants to get out on the road. I think any size person, tall, small, whatever you want, you can get on this bike and have an absolute blast. And that's what's great about it. Kawasaki took the Ninja 400, an already immensely successful platform, and they made it better in every single category with this bike. The body frame looks better, the screen is much better, the everything. The engine is a little bit faster, and all around, these bikes are beast. They look so sick out in the public. Like, people have, sometimes they have absolutely no idea what this bike is. Most people call it a 636, or they think it's a ZX6, or ask if it's a 600, and then they're blown away when I tell them it's only a 451cc engine, and they're like, wow. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, this thing is an absolute machine for the street. It's so much fun. I'll continue to repeat that. But hey, if you have a 500 and you don't like it and you're still watching to this point, let me know in the comments. I don't think we'll see any upset Ninja 500 owners in the comments. What I have seen is a lot of people who have upgraded. I hate that word, by the way. I've said this, I feel like, multiple times. But in the motorcycle industry, upgrading, that just seems, to me, it seems like the current bike you're on isn't like a good bike or something like that. It's like, when you're getting a new bike, you should just be like, I'm getting a new bike, or I'm adding a bike to the collection, or I'm trading up to a new bike. But I don't think you're upgrading. I think you're just changing your wheels for, your next set of personal preferences and stuff like that. Like, this currently, in my mind, is my upgrade. Like, from nothing to a bike, that is the biggest upgrade. I had nothing. Now I have a bike. So when people ask me if I'm going to upgrade or whatever, I just tell them I'm going to take my time and really just have fun with this bike. I don't know, try to rack like 50,000 miles on it or something like that, at least, before I get another bike. Also, I'm not financially able to. Like, I'm just a single solo dude working a retail minimum wage job at a dispensary. And I just happen to have this bike, and I'm trying to grow this community and X myself out of the cannabis industry as fast as possible, because I do not care or love for it at all. But yeah, dude, this was just an awesome, massive yap session about the Ninja 500, how I've been loving it. And yeah, I mean, sure, maybe I could have went a little more in detail about the review for it, about the acceleration and daily this, daily that. But I feel like through the overall sense of my videos, you guys realize that after 10,000 miles, I'm still having an absolute blast. I still have so many plans in the future for this bike. And yeah, I really just wanted to sit here and talk to you guys about it. So at this point, we're gonna wave to the brother over here riding by. Sick. And then we are gonna hop up out of here, because that's been another video for your man, Two Down Dan. And right here in the middle, is the subscribe button. If you haven't already, it massively helps me out, and I appreciate it so much. Come back tomorrow and see what we're doing. We got 30 days, 30 uploads, and we're right in the middle of it. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Keep your wheels two down. Until next time. Later.